doesn't matter. Actually, none of this matters. We're all gonna die.
Yeah.
What up, everybody? What up, what up, what up, what up?
Howdy, howdy. Happy Jew Year.
It's time for the legend. Just a couple of minutes here. The legend, Rich Vos. Shout outs to the legend. We've been trying to book Rich Vos for legitimately like 5 months now.
Yeah, Rich Vos. Yeah, dude. Well, Valdez offered it up, and we just never really followed through. So,
yeah.
But thank God he did.
I mean, he is like one of the top. I would say probably like the number one living crowd work comedian. Like that's his forte, like his bread and butter out of like the entire world. And there's nobody quicker, nobody better live in the moment than Rich fucking motherfucking Vos.
Yeah.
So we can't fucking wait to talk to him.
Yeah, we just wanted to get started a little early. We didn't want to start the show with him like hanging out waiting for us. We wanted to kind of get in our groove a little bit. But yeah, man, happy New Year, dude. Happy it was good to see you on New Year's Eve. I'm sure we'll get into it later on, our New Year's Eve plans. Did your diet start today?
Yeah. I'm on like day.
Oops,
Sorry.
Oh,
I'm on like.
See, that's why we started early.
That's why we get all the kinks out early. No, yeah, I'm on like day 2 of the diet. Trying to like, dude, you know, we talked last Patreon episode about like our
Resolution.
our New Year's resolutions, and I'm trying to drink less for starters. So you know I can have that kid. You know what I'm saying?
I know that's right.
And also, I'm trying to quit dip, which is the hardest one for me. It has been for the longest. And every day I feel like I'm dying. And my mom got this thing in my head.
My
like
mom.
3 weeks ago that I have lung cancer and I can't get it out of my
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
brain.
I remember you talking about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I only mentioned it briefly, but I promise you that does not cover how much mental energy I've devoted to it every day of my life in the last 3 weeks. I constantly feel like I'm dying, and my vagina, she's like, you're not dying. Stop letting your mom get in your head.
What's the reasoning behind it again? That your sister is having these troubles, so it's
no. It was like I had an old Uncle Peanut. He was a nice guy, but he died really young of lung cancer. And she goes, "Your cough sounds just like his."
Oh my God, dude.
So like every day for the last 3 weeks, I've been like, I'm gonna die. I'm dying right now. I'm dying as we speak. I'm dying.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, dude.
So it was, you know, obviously, I mean, that's very personal, but
hey, well, this is a personal inclusive show, dude. That's what we do.
Hell yeah. Literally every time I cough, I go, oh, it's happening. Here
we go.
Oh, fuck.
Should have listened.
fuck, I'm dying.
Yeah. So, he's set to join us here in about 2 minutes. Hopefully he's on time, but, why were you so stressed out about his internet connection? Can I ask?
Oh, no, just because it's nothing to do with him. It's just every guest that we've had in the past, there's always some sort of snag that we hit. And we don't find out about it until we get into the interview. Yeah. Then it's like you and I trying to feel out for the first 5 minutes, like I talk, you talk, I talk, you talk.
Yeah.
So I'm just like trying to like set the tone ahead of time, like just in case. This is how, you know, we need to work with it. But
yeah.
Hell yeah, the legend joining us right now.
All right, let's do it, man. Let's bring him on in.
Grab that boy. Rich Vos, the legend, Rich Vos, joining us live on It Doesn't Matter, the IDM podcast. We are obviously not worthy to have you, and we're not worthy of your time, but we are, regardless, grateful for your time here on the show. We're huge fans. We've been listening to you for years on the radio shows, Opie and Anthony, Jim and Sam.
Everybody bring up fucking Opie and Anthony. The shit's over. Move.
Well, we've also heard you on the Sports Junkies, too, every time you're in town.
Talk about them. They're great. If you want to talk, fuck Opie and Anthony. They're done. I mean, I like the people that listened. It was fun. But, you know, they're done.
Well,
it's a new era. It's the sports junkies era.
It
Yeah,
is the Sports Junkies era. I mean, but does it ever strike you how much? Because like we're doing this live on YouTube right now, for instance, but how much of an impact that show made in the YouTube era, like basically 10 years in reverse, because so many people have refound or found Opie and Anthony and so many of the comics that were involved in the Opie and Anthony show from YouTube in present time. It's just so strange to me, like that time lapse.
Well, let's try to get to questions a little quicker.
I agree.
No, listen, O&A were great. It was so much fun doing that show.
Yeah.
I was on there the most out of any comic. I was on there more times than anybody. I brought Patrice in, and that scumbag attacked me the day I brought him in. One time we had a blowout fight. Not a blowout fight. He was just trashing me about my car, my Rolex, this and that. And he's trashing the fight, and I can't get over. He's killing me. And like 2 days later, I look online. My car is more valuable than his. And I call him, and I go, "Fuck you. My car costs more than yours new." And he's like, "You're still thinking about this?" Right? He was living fucking rent free in my head for 2 days. That's how this fucking guy was. It was great. I think a bigger impact for comics to start. Now, O&A is a great. I don't know about impact, but a great. Entertainment for people on YouTube that don't know it.
Yeah.
People don't watch or listen to O&A and go, "I want to become a comic." But people that watch Tough Crowd growing up said, "I want to do comic." A lot of comics will come up and go, "Tough Crowd inspired me to do what I do." And I hate myself for it because, they're all horrible. So it's two different. It's like a lot of the same comics, but in two different, venues or two different genres. Tough Crowd was so far ahead of its time, and so was O&A. I mean, some of the stuff O&A did was fucking amazing and fun, and just obviously you couldn't do that now. I wish you could do some of it now, but whatever. So I think Tough Crowd. I love doing both of them. I really enjoy. I mean, from Opie and Anthony, Bonnie and I, spun our own radio show on Opie's network back then.
Yeah.
Podcast. My Wife Hates Me podcast became a radio show for 2 years, once a week, and we had great guests. We had a radio show for fucking 2 years. So I mean, so many good things came out of it. The Virus tour, Billy got fucking, that rant he did in Philly was fucking amazing. We were there. So people, if O&A didn't get, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. It's so tough.
If it didn't get canceled, I don't. If it was still like, like these tours now and stuff, we did that with the Virus tour. We were doing 10,000, 8,000 people, all of us, so I guess that had to come to, if Colin Rao said, "I want to do a Tough Crowd tour," obviously Geraldo and Patrice wouldn't be there, but I mean, there's still a lot left. It would probably do great, but he's bigger than that. I mean, fucking Colin has one man shows. He's just so good. He doesn't need, he wanted to move on in life.
But do you think that we're kind of seeing like the people replicating that blueprint in terms of like Skankfest and shit like that, where like people are going, yeah, we can just do this ourselves, organize it ourselves. We don't really need like, big media and all that shit like that.
No, well, Skankfest is great. Bonnie and I, well, she didn't. I've done it every year. I do Skankfest every year, and it's great because they basically went around the industry and started their own thing, which is super. It's like, people make fun back in the day of Larry the Cable Guy or Carrot Top or Dane Cook. But they all went around the business. They all went around the business, did their own thing, became millionaires, without the fucking business. And now everybody's doing everything without the business, with YouTube, Instagram, and all the shit, So you don't need these fucking people it helps some of it, but you don't need them telling you, no, you're not right or you're not this. Go fuck yourself. Guess what? I'll do it myself. I have 7 albums and I've done them all myself. I produced them. I'm the artist producer on all my albums. And I have 7 fucking albums, which is not bad for a fucking slobbering Jew bad career.
By the way, people can check out the 30 Minutes with Rich Vos on YouTube, on his YouTube channel. And of course, you can check out the Vos Roast. We're huge fans of the Vos Roast. We have been, it's been like 6 or 7 years since you put it out. It was so fucking funny. Your wife, Bonnie McFarland, I think had maybe the best line of the entire night, where she was talking about Jim and Sam, and she said, "I would rather listen to my daughter drowning than listen to Jim and Sam." It's just so fucking funny. I think everybody was hilarious on that except for Judy Gold, but I'm sure you're friends with her.
What she wasn't upset about? Oh, you're saying
she bombed? Yeah.
I don't think so. I think for what she does and how she handled it, it was kind of like an old Friars roast, and it was somebody like, a Phyllis Diller or somebody, she handled what was coming her way perfectly, yelling.
I'm not really shitting on her. I just thought it was.
No, a lot of people are, because everybody can't be set up punchline jokes. Someone's got to be different. If you see some of those old roasts, Norm Macdonald, people would go, he fucking bombed, but he was brilliant.
Right.
He was so different and brilliant he was working for the comics. He was working to the comics, I think. You know what I mean? Or everything doesn't have to be this. Whatever. The roast was one of the best roasts. We put it free on YouTube. It's done over 1 million hits. We didn't try to monetize it in any way. We just put it up during the pandemic. And everybody, what made it so good was it was all friends. It was just a good fucking roast.
Yeah.
There's so many fucking cool things since the pandemic. It's funny. I knew and I'm not being mean, but I knew the first thing was going to be Opie and Anthony, because all you fucking mokes always bring up fucking Opie and Anthony. You're fucking horrible.
Well, we actually used to work with the Sports Junkies, so
you did?
Yeah. So we know those guys too. So it's not a one-track thing.
But since the pandemic, we did a special. It was horrible. Not horrible. It was different for HBO Max. Where in the beginning of the pandemic or in the middle, people were in their cars, and we did a show, Colin Quinn and Friends, parking lot comedy, whatever. It was people in their fucking cars, and we're performing, and they have to hung. It wasn't easy, but it was fun to be with my friends.
Yeah.
Since the pandemic, Bonnie and I were both in the movie King of Staten Island, when we had a good part.
Shout outs.
I put an album out. I did my own special on YouTube. And this is in the last 3 years, 20 to 23. Maybe I put out 2 albums, but definitely one, my 7th album. So, just doing, and I was on the Burt tour for 4, some of those shows. So, like, people think, it's, for me, at my age, to still be semi-relevant, it's fucking amazing. I've seen so many people quit. You know what I mean? Like, I just got fucking cortisone in my back today. I got it last week in my fucking knees. And I'm going to Vegas this week. I'm going to play golf. I'm going to work, but I'm playing golf 4 days. Like, I'm fucking falling apart. And still flying to Vegas to do dumb fucking shows and play golf. You know what I mean? And I see people my age, and they're on fucking canes. They're fucking, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but like you've kind of like I feel like you've taken care of yourself more than most people. And not to shit on your age, but for your age, like you've always been in the gym. You've always kind of had that like idea for like longevity. RichVos.com, by the way, for Rich Vos's tour dates. He's going to be in DC in August at the Arlington Cinema Draft House. He also has dates coming up.
Wait, it's in August?
I think it's in August 2024. I believe so. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, speaking of Arlington Cinema Draft House.
No, I know. Go ahead.
Might as well bring it up. Shorts and I have a deep history with you. I mean, it's very memorable.
Only in our own minds.
Yeah, of course. It is barely a blip on the radar with you. So before I got married, I didn't really have a bachelor party, but I just got a couple of my friends together, went to some hotel, drank, and caught a comedy show, a Rich Vos comedy show.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And and it was really memorable for us. Not just because it was a good show, but you spent some time shitting on my co-host here, and one of our drunken friends who didn't know that you're not supposed to recorded the back and forth. So I just wanted to play it for you real quick.
Is it Hacky?
What's your name, sir?
Yeah, it's gonna stink.
I'm Chris.
Thank you. Are you from the area?
Definitely, yeah.
Yes.
I like those shorts.
They're my fat shorts.
They're your fat shorts?
Yeah.
Everything you own are your fat shorts. You think your skinny jeans are really skinny?
Get them.
Why is your friend recording you being smashed? The skinny guy next to you, and you two look like you should be on an island in a Bugs Bunny cartoon.
All right, you can cut it there. That's really comfortable. That's uncomfortable for everybody involved here.
That was kind of funny.
That was good, man. That was good. But also, we caught you in October of 2021 in Manassas. You were at the Salisbury Center, and it was
that didn't work too well. That was during the pandemic, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was a good
like
show.
The tail end. Yeah.
Huh?
It was a good show, but yeah, it was at the tail end of the pandemic. But right before the show, you went on the Junkies, and you were supposed to go golfing with Valdez, and you bailed on him, and then
Why?
And we wanted to get the reasoning as to why, because he was saying you were busy and all this stuff, and we wanted to get to the nitty gritty. So we walked up to you and we asked what the real reason was, and this is what you said.
Here's the truth. I was going to play golf with you, and I said I was tired.
All right.
Matt, here's the truth. I was another reason to blow you off. Matt, here's the truth. I was going to play golf with you, and I said I was tired and in pain. But someone took me to congressional, so it was not hard at all to blow you off. Maybe next time I'll tell you I'll play with you again, and I'll find another reason to blow you off.
I don't know. I mean, that's funny, but I never played congressional.
Oh, you didn't?
No, so I was just doing that as a bit. Believe me, I would tell you right now if I played congressional, I would be fuck that. I'd say fuck all the sports junkies if I was playing. What are you kidding me? I go over back to Elliott. To play congressional. So I wonder why. Maybe I was probably too tired to play that day.
Yeah.
There's nowhere I know in DC or that area that I would go play by myself. I would either play with Matt, like we've done a couple times. One time I played with the sports junkies, a couple of them, but I've never gone to DC area and played with that. I just never did it because I don't know where I would go and whatever. So, but if that's the time, was that when I was in that where'd you say I was?
It was in Manassas.
Yeah, it was the Salisbury Center.
Is that like an hour or 45 minutes from the sports?
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much. Yeah.
That's probably why. I probably went back there and went to bed. Or I could have played some shitty course out there, a public course by myself.
There's
Right.
some good ones out there. Yeah, we were really just trying to shove
But
it in
that's
that.
funny though. But like I said, believe me, if I was playing congressional, I would not only I would drive Matt and tell him to meet me there, and then tell him, "Oh, it's just me." I would blow him off in the parking lot. Are you kidding me? Congressional. All the fucking juice that these fucking clowns have in DC, you think they'd get us on congressional? What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah, I'm
I know.
surprised they don't have that pull. But
Yeah. It was
I
cool.
bet Valdez is going to hear this and take it as a challenge from here on
Yeah.
out.
To get me on congressional.
Yeah, I
I
bet.
wish he'd take it as a challenge to kill himself.
Sorry.
Oh wait, when am I in Arlington? I know I booked it. I just shouldn't put it in my.
I think it's August 2nd. It's richvos.com. You can find the dates, but I believe it's August 2nd. It's early August for sure.
I just have to look at Matt's when I text Matt to come in the studio, and then I'll know when I'm there. I really like that club. You know, it's an old theater. It's good audiences out there.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you about some of the DC clubs. I've noticed that I mean, I figure that people go from like improv to the comedy loft to the draft house based on the cut that they get. I don't know why people choose different ones.
Well, I had a little problem. I was supposed to do the comedy loft, but
yeah.
It didn't work out. Let's say.
Okay.
It didn't work out.
I was wondering if you had any. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just don't do improvs. I mean, I have nothing against improv. I like Allison, who runs it.
Allison Jaffe.
Really nice. I like her a lot. She's nice. But I mean, I could go into the draft house, do 2 shows instead of doing 5 or whatever. You know what I mean? And I think the difference too between the draft house and the improv. The draft house, I'm going to get a lot of my fans. People aren't just strolling. There are some going, let's go to comedy to draft house. We don't want to drive into DC. Improv's Funny Bones a lot. They get your fans, plus they get a lot of people just going to comedy because of their name, Right. So I'd rather have more of my fan base than just, whatever. But they're all good. They're all good,
What did you think about getting a shout out from I mean, I know this has got to be like irritating to you on some level, but also probably flattering. Getting a shout out from Chris Rock and Kevin Hart on the new Netflix thing. They called you a killer of comedy.
Well, they called a couple. Kevin. I was with him. I think 2 nights before it aired, or 3 nights. I was not with him. He was at the Cellar, and I was sitting with him. We go way back. He started under our crew. I was. It's nice. What the fuck? He knows. They know. It's just like if I was saying, "There you go. Who do you love?" I would go Colin, Bobby, Stanhope, even Bob. I would just say names, and these are the people. And it doesn't take away from the new comics. The comics Kev came up with, and we were brutal to each other. It was, I was brutal. When I saw him, I smashed him. The first thing I did, sit down, and I said to him, I go, "You're having a good 3 weeks." Like I minimize his fucking career to 3 weeks.
I mean, didn't somebody throw a phone book at him or something like that? Or
yes. In the doc, he said Patrice did. We were and which was good because they were able to film Patrice and put him in and make a cartoon out of it.
Yeah.
But it was, and he said it before, even at Patrice's memorial, it was me, Patrice, and Keith that were throwing phone books at him. And Patrice is the one who yelled, "Read the phone book. It'll be more funny." There's like 10 phone books in the back of the club, and we're all throwing phone books. But for the doc, it works so much better for him to say Patrice because they were able to cut it down to, him, and then they put him in the doc doing stand up, and Patrice, is a fucking legend. How would you not want to put him in your documentary? So I think it was good, and it was cool that he mentioned us. It'd be cooler if he bought me a house.
I mean, I did see the documentary. I thought it was great.
I cut it after a little over half of it. I went to bed, but go ahead.
Well, I mean, I don't mean to stick my nose where it doesn't belong, but it seemed kind of like they were like completely like whitewashing pardon the pun, the Anthony aspect of the Opie and Anthony aspect of that whole documentary, which seemed odd to me. It was kind of like it was all Opie's.
Well, when I took, you're talking about the Kevin Hart and Chris Rock.
No, I'm actually talking about the Patrice. I'm sorry, I'm talking about the Patrice documentary that came out like a year and a half ago.
Oh yeah, it's another thing I did during the pandemic.
Yeah, you've been busy.
Well, back to real quick. Getting back, I've done a lot of stuff for Chris Rock. I've worked with him on different projects and stuff.
You wrote for him for the Oscars, right?
Twice.
Yep.
He had a writing team. I was one of them.
Yeah.
In a couple of movies I worked on. He's always such a nice guy. When you're working, he's quiet, but he's really. He's never like if you're working and you throw him a line, he doesn't go, that sucks. He goes, he doesn't make you feel bad. But if he likes it, his eyes light up. He was fun to work with on stuff. The Patrice doc, I think they kept away. I kind of don't remember it as much, but they kept away from Anthony. Well, yeah, and I don't blame them. Billy produced it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got kind of a thing, right?
I guess. Look, Billy's as big as you can get in comedy, so he doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm sure he doesn't really deep down. What the fuck? He's at a whole nother level than those guys or me or whatever will be.
You got to protect the image. Yeah.
Yeah, he's still an angry hack, but still, he's at a different level.
Yeah. You brought up Patrice a couple of times. I wanted to ask. I always wondered this, like, for people who never listened to him back in the day, like he kind of pushed the boundaries, so to speak. And now we're in a time like you talked about before, where people are so afraid of what they can say, they don't want to get canceled or whatever, or people have completely like gone crazy and they just are political comedians now. And they just hammer that stuff 24/7. Have you ever thought about like how he would be if he were doing comedy in this time?
Yeah, fucking overrated like he was before. Like that.
That's a good thing.
Dunked any stink now. What the fuck? What's this in the bottom corner? Somebody trying to get on?
I know. Some comments.
They're just comments. Yeah. I think he was bringing up Sup Dogs because you were you went down. Your daughter went to East Carolina, I believe, and you went and visited. You went and visited Brett, who owns Sup Dogs down there, who we're good friends with too. So,
the hot dog place.
Yeah.
It was. It's up on like a porch, up on a wooden stairs or something.
Yeah.
Oh, horrific.
So funny.
There's in East Carolina, there's a place. Oh, let me see what I remember. It's the best barbecue I've ever had in my life. The line goes down the block. Fuck. They had the biggest smoked chicken barbecue and whatever. It goes. People are online. It sells out every day. It's the most famous barbecue place in East Carolina.
Oh yeah, is the one that's like off like a back street somewhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's called Bees Barbecue, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking it up. Bees Barbecue. Yep.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
It's fucking amazing. And I went to that hot dog place. They're not that big because I think I only got 8 in my ass, and usually I can get only 4 of a good size hot dog. I think I got 8.
I mean, that's impressive.
Rich, I watched your special recently. By the way, everyone, reminder, you can check it out on YouTube for free. Rich Vos's latest special, 30 minutes with Rich Vos. You mentioned having daughters and the fact that you got 3 daughters.
Yeah.
You also made, I'm not going to tell the punchline, but you made a joke about like one of the guys that your daughter married. But I also have 2 daughters, and anytime I have a guy who has daughters on the podcast, I try to monopolize the show by just talking about fatherhood and shit like that. What advice can you give to, like, how do you keep your daughter from marrying a dirtbag?
You sure you're not trying to bring the show to a dead halt? You sure that's
All right, you know what? Short your question.
Are you sure you're not trying to make a documentary?
I'm just so worried, man. I'm so worried about it.
Huh?
I'm so worried about raising daughters
You can't control. All you can do is set an example. What are you going to do? First of all, both of my daughter's husbands are great.
Yeah.
They both had kids maybe 2 months ago, a week apart. Plus my 2-year-old granddaughter. They were all at my house yesterday. They're, look, you don't want your daughter marrying Hamas. Okay, that you put yourself on.
I know that's right.
I mean, I'm a Jew, so I might even spread it out a little more. But there's, you know what I'm saying. Let's not get.
I think we all know what you're saying.
We're tracking.
You just try to set an example for your kid. And how old are your daughters?
2 and 4.
Get back to me in fucking 15 years.
It'll be too late by then.
What? When my 2-year-old comes home with, shut up. By then they won't even be people.
Yeah.
My daughter's robot is a female robot. What do I do? Well, you try to bang her and then tell your daughter, I like your robot. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
In 2 years, just spend as much time with your kids as you can, and fucking spoil them. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I spoil them and I bought them stuff. But okay, what do I do when they get older? Oh God, this is why I hate doing anything in this business. I mean,
I was just about to ask you what you hate about comedy.
why don't you follow up with, so what got you into comedy?
we stink, right? We stink.
Yeah.
We suck.
Hey, who was your favorites? When you did Death Jam, I'm just fucking around. That was a very, very great question.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
No one's ever heard when your daughter comes home. First of all, if this is your source of income, you're not going to have a home. That's one. 2, if your daughter comes back to your fucking trailer or your fucking van with a undesirable, you take a good look at yourself and go, he's doing better than me. Okay. I mean, the fact that your mom lets you do a podcast out of her basement is amazing. Not a bad way, it's family. Stick with your family.
Oh, this is fucking
I'm doing a podcast, Mom. Stop.
Rule.
I regret that question so much.
Ma, I'll be up in a second. Meatballs. Yes, I want meatballs.
Rich, what you don't know is that Othello is coming off of like a banner horrible week on this podcast called It Doesn't Matter. So who gives a fuck anyways? But I mean, his confidence couldn't have been lower coming into this.
Who's that?
And Othello is the Arab to the right. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And now he's gonna legitimately have a shot at killing himself after this.
I'm sorry. What country? What?
Morocco.
Not real Arabs. Morocco. Christian or Muslim? I don't know. Morocco.
Muslim.
Do you practice?
No.
So you're pro-Israel also.
My wife's Jewish. So my kids are Jewish.
Yeah, the kids are what the wife is. Do you guys fight over bed space? Like that's my property.
Well, we got the 4-year-old in the bed with us now. So
My daughter slept in our bed till she was 19.
yeah.
My wife and I have separate bedrooms. I mean, we have a big house. We're doing well. We're headliners. Yes.
Well, how long have you slept in separate bedrooms?
Well, it started 2 houses ago because I'd come in late, wake her, and I snore.
Yeah.
You wake up in the middle of the night, you're snoring, and I would get fired and go, no, I'm not, but I would. I would just walk down and sleep on the couch. Then when we moved to our house before this, we each had our own bedroom. Mine was super small. And then now we got a bigger house, really big. I mean, I'd like to even just, take you around through what you could get out of life.
Now, if you're sleeping in a different bedroom than her, then who was she sleeping with?
Hi-oh.
Ooh, you just took first place.
All right. We're all killing ourselves tonight.
Whoever she's sleeping with, as long as I can listen. I'd be I told her we were in bed the other night. We're laying there naked, and I said to her, if you're having an affair, if you're, we've been married 18 years. If you're screwing around, having an affair, I go, just be honest and tell me so I can get hard.
All right, look.
What?
I mean, look, we're huge fans, Rich Vos, and everybody can find your tour dates at richvos.com. I'm sure all 10 people watching this right now can go look for your latest dates around town. But, we don't want to keep you forever, and we would keep you forever.
I'll do 5 more minutes, but here's the thing. Growing up, they had great hash, Moroccan hash.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even know, like I've been sober 37 years. I don't even know if hash is a thing anymore.
I think it is.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. Morocco's pretty proud of the fact that
Morocco had some good hash.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Was it Morocco and Turkey?
Well, fuck Turkey. Fuck them. Fuck Turkey.
Yeah. Yeah. What did you want to plug the stand up for Israel shorts?
No, we're not. I don't think I'm doing that one.
Oh, you're not doing it? Okay.
Oh, that's done.
I don't think I'm doing it. I got too much other stuff booked to get out of it. And, if I do a show here and there, I will. But
yeah,
it's hard to just put this together because I'm booked up into the summer. If something comes along, I'll do it.
Well, I mean, speaking of Turkey, this is a random thought that just popped in my brain, but I mean, way back, when I was an intern for the Talk Superstation in DC before everything became sports and ruined the whole world. I actually went to pick up a turkey sandwich for you when you and Bonnie were hosting a show at WJFK in Fairfax, Virginia.
Oh,
and shit. I think that might have been between that and Opie Radio might have been like the first iteration of the My Wife Hates Me podcast.
Where was that show? Was that like in a basement in a like a club, the parking lot? It was like
no, it was like an old shitty like rundown 2-floor office building. So you're kind of onto it.
Wait, we were doing a show at the radio station or at a
at the radio station, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In the day?
Yeah, it was probably like, I don't know, 6-7 p.m. on like a fucking Friday or something like that in Fairfax, Virginia. Yeah. 2008, I think, is the timeline, probably.
I have no idea what that was, but it was a radio promotion, or it doesn't fucking matter.
It doesn't matter. None of this matters.
Yeah, none of it matters.
Yeah, we're all going to die.
Enough about Turkey. During Turkey's biggest earthquake, which was, I don't know, 8-10 years, whatever, Israel was the first country there with humanitarian aid for Turkey. The first country out of all of them. Okay. But they're not big fans of Israel, Turkey, and it makes no sense because Israel's been nothing but good to Turkey.
Have you gone on Instagram or anything like that and posted any pro Israel
all the time?
I work with Aaron Berg, and
You
I
like
help him out with his social media. I don't know if you've seen his show. He has a street famous show where he does
Very
man on the
funny.
street stuff.
very funny.
Cool. Nice. Yeah, I edit that stuff for him. But he got his account got locked down because he posted too much like pro Israel stuff.
Well,
And
it's bullshit. I mean, you could be if you're not saying anything against anyone else and you're just pro something. I don't know what he was saying,
yeah.
but I'm very pro Israel, and I'm pro. The science that comes out of there, the technology, the how I mean, how people from other countries, like say Palestine, are allowed in Israel, allowed to go to school in Israel, allowed to become doctors in Israel, allowed to do whatever they can do in Israel. But Israelis can't go into these other countries and do that.
Yeah.
So obviously, I'm going to be pro-Israel because I'm a Jew. But there's a lot of self-hating Jews that aren't. I'm not uh, anti. I'm just pro. There's a difference you see these kids march. If you're under 25 in this country, shut up. You're too dumb to have an opinion.
I've heard you say that before. It's kind of true though, because like as you get older, you kind of think like, oh, I just voted for dumb shit when I was younger, and then you get older and you go, oh, I'm like disgusted with myself for like believing in that. So it almost would be kind of cool if there was like a raised voting age to like 30.
Yeah, and they're these kids in these colleges. They're so brainwashed. They're acting out of emotions, not intellect. They do no fucking research. When you see four, lesbian girls holding a banner that says "Queers for Palestine,"
Yeah,
out of your fucking, you'd be thrown off a roof.
Yeah.
Using that banner.
right.
Yeah, they would be beheaded so quickly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just they're so fucking stupid. It gets me mad to think about it. That's my motto. You can eat pussy in Israel.
That's a good motto.
I'm going to send that to the tourism board. You can eat pussy if you're a female in Israel. Whatever. It's ridiculous. Queers for Palestine. Do you understand what would happen to you if they found out you were fucking sucking cock in Palestine?
Yeah. I wish they would take a field trip.
Yeah. Whatever. The youth today are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
They just are dumb.
Yeah.
They might be computer smart. They might be fucking coding smart, or But when it comes to fucking foreign affairs or just pure common sense, they're fucking morons. My kids
Well,
talk.
I mean, okay, so I've heard a lot of
What's this mean? IDM cruise in Israel.
He's
IDM
pushing
is our
for
show. It doesn't
cruise
matter.
to Israel.
Yeah.
Dude, the girls in Israel are hot too.
I was supposed to work there the 15th of January that week, and I canceled it because I don't want to go. I've never been there. I want to sightsee and do stuff. I don't want to lay in bed listening to fucking bombs and air raid drills. That wouldn't be fun with my anxiety.
I heard like Tel Aviv is like really nice, like really cool.
That's where I was supposed to work. I had shows there.
Yeah.
Have you been out there before?
No, I haven't been there.
Okay.
I've been to Long Island.
Same thing. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing.
What were you going to say before I cut you off? Sorry.
I was going to say, look, one more hack question, and I've heard you talk about this. I've heard Jim Norton talk about this for it feels like years at this point, but I've heard Norton say 1,000 times that cancel culture and this like silencing of free speech and artistic freedom, everybody keeps thinking that the pendulum is going to swing back, and it never will. He says that all the time. It's never going to swing back, but it kind of almost feels like it is a little bit in a way. Like in the last maybe 2 years, maybe there was this perfect storm of like everybody being so fed up with the pandemic and censorship, whether it's YouTube or Twitter or what have you. It feels like there is almost this pushback in the other direction.
Oh man, you lost me at Opie and Anthony.
I didn't say a paid hand.
Uh,
That was 45 minutes ago, Rich. Fuck.
you know, it depends what you're doing. Like, you can hurt Chappelle. You can't hurt Bill Burr. You can't hurt Shane Gillis. You can't hurt certain people because they make so much money, their fan base. You can't hurt Rogan. You can't do it, right?
Yeah.
You can try, you can, but you can't hurt certain people.
Yeah, but Gillis was almost like a byproduct of that.
Yeah, but that's the best thing that ever happened to him. Because one,
Of course. Yeah.
he's so fucking funny. Let me tell you how good he is. I don't really watch comics like, sit down. I watched an hour. He was doing a set, it was by my house.
Yeah.
And I'm going, he used to open for me a couple places, I brought him. And I'm watching him going, he's so fucking good. Not only his material, his fucking cadence, his delivery. You can't steal somebody's cadence, their persona. And he's so fucking good. And I'm because I like him a lot. So I'm really happy that, what happened to him was probably the best thing ever. Who knows? He still would have fucking blew up the way
He's a wrecking ball, yeah.
He would have blown up. You can get hurt in this business if you're a movie star, if you're a TV star, I guess, or on TV, or, even in a movie. Maybe not a movie star. It might be hard. Even Will Smith, there's people still going to see his shit. You know what I mean? So,
I mean, that was so stupid too, by the way. Ugh.
So I guess cancel culture only affects certain people, and it only and there's only certain people that it's the problem is the internet. The internet gives people a platform that shouldn't have a platform.
Right here, thank you.
They shouldn't have it. There's some people that look up to the person on the platform, and there's people that look down to the fucking mokes that are looking up. All right. Yeah. And if you're a moke, shut up. Nobody cares what your opinion is, And I had a big article in Canada. I just didn't respond to it. Like that I'm fucking...
Oh, the Native American thing?
Yeah. It was all bullshit. The girl never even tried to get a hold of me. She goes, I tried to contact him. No, you didn't. You didn't want to hear what I had to say. You didn't want to hear the truth. Mm-hmm. Why would I be racist towards indigenous people in Canada? I'm a Jew. There's so many other people I could hate. Why would I waste it on fucking Canadian indigenous people? So, and people, a lot of these conservative radio hosts or podcasts, you want to come on and talk about? No, because I'm just feeding into your agenda now.
Yeah, it's the same thing on both sides. I mean, and it's all a headline grab, no matter which side you look at it from. I mean, it's all just get the headline and twist it however you need to twist it and just get the fucking headline out there and let people just overreact to it.
It's just so stupid. They, whatever. And, they go after Chappelle all the time. He does a special every other day, a new one. So, if you're,
they're doing it right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about fucking money. Are we going to make money with this person or lose money?
Yeah.
Are the numbers this? Are the numbers that? Whatever. You do your own thing and they can't cancel you. You do your own podcast, they can't cancel it. You make your own albums, they can't cancel it. You shoot your own video, your own special, they can't cancel it. Nobody needs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm the biggest guest you've ever had.
Yep, 100%.
Oh, we've had all the junkies on.
Yep.
But yeah, you're up there for sure. We had LeVar Arrington on.
Who?
LeVar, you're a football fan? LeVar Arrington?
Well, I bet on it. Watch who? First of all, didn't Washington play San Francisco or they're playing them? Did they just play?
They just got their ass kicked by San Francisco like 2 days ago.
I played that game and I didn't bet on it because San Francisco I didn't think would play that hard and get people hurt.
We've had Chad Dukes on before.
What's that?
We've had Chad Dukes on before.
Wasn't he a producer for Ron and Fez? Or he did something at radio. Chad, then he had his own.
Yeah. He worked at 106. The Fan in DC at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a couple of years ago now.
What was it? Who's going to win between Michigan and?
Who cares? We don't like sports. We hate sports.
I don't. College football does nothing for me. All right.
Yeah. Well, Rich Vos, thank you so much for your time. RichVos.com for all of Rich's latest dates, tour dates. He's going to be in Vegas and Boston, Vegas, Freehold, New Jersey, Boston, and Phoenix. And you can catch him at the Arlington Cinema and Draft House in early August. Again, RichVos.com for his dates.
We'll be there.
Am I going to get killed in August? Do people leave? Like in the Midwest, the summer's the worst in the Midwest because they all go to the lake and whatever. But I would think that area in August, people are coming in on vacation. And
no, there's always people in DC. I mean, always.
Yeah, it's always good there.
Such a transient town, so you're going to be fine.
Shorts, we should do a meetup at Voss's show.
Yeah, I mean, he could give us the cold shoulder if he wants to. I mean, I feel like he deserves
not
to do
with
that.
Voss, with our.
Okay, yeah. We'll definitely go. We go to your shows every time you're in DC. I mean, we're always supporting Rich Vos, the legend.
Rich Vos, you'll never see the same show twice. Listen, I can't believe how amazing I am.
We can't either.
It's fucking unbelievable. That shirt is gay too. The fact,
yeah, dude, we're both
Is that the hoodie? Those are pretty cool shirts.
It's the hoodie. Yeah, it's the hoodie. He's got
big
the
fan.
shirt. Yeah.
Hey, we got a quick question from a listener, and then we'll wrap it up. How does Voss feel about Norton's new YouTube show?
I only saw a little of it. It's really funny.
Yeah, it is funny.
Yeah,
Norton's funny. Colin's funny. Bobby's funny. Bonnie's funny. Keith. I just watched Keith Robinson tape his Netflix special 2 weeks ago or a week and a half. If he doesn't win an Emmy for this, there's no justice. It was that fucking good.
Isn't it kind of impressive though how he's able to do that after having like 2 strokes? Like that's crazy to me.
It was so. I'm telling you, if he doesn't win an Emmy, I can't say I'm going to quit, but it was so good. And he, you know what? It's not like he has some big following on Instagram or TikTok. It's the fact that he's a fucking seasoned veteran who took fucking 2 strokes and turned it into a fucking brilliant hour special for Netflix. It was amazing. You know.
Oh yeah.
Make some questions before I go.
All right. Somebody says it's a great T-shirt. You can eat pussy in Israel. That's going to be a T-shirt right there.
Can I ask you real quick? And it's not about my daughters or my family or Morocco. What are your thoughts on, like, I feel like tons the last like 3 years have been all like TikTok comedians, like comedians that nobody knows who have gone viral on social media, and now all of a sudden they're selling out theaters.
Some are working clubs, some work in theaters. I mean, I just said it. Keith is an older guy with not a big online presence.
Yeah.
He just slaughtered on us because he's so good and so talented and so seasoned. So here's your answer. If you went to a restaurant and say you like spaghetti and they gave you a gigantic dish of spaghetti and it was the worst tasting spaghetti you ever had, would you go back for that big dish of spaghetti?
No.
Okay, so quality over quantity. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, but
everything else is a quick fix.
True. Yeah, I mean, it falls into that like instant gratification category, especially with every comic like posting crowd work. Like I mean, doesn't that bug you on some level? How it's like the in vogue thing for every comic to post their crowd work. But meanwhile, you're like the professional of all professionals at crowd work. It's got to be somewhat insulting, right?
Well, my wife, probably 15 years ago, you should do a crowd work special. Maybe 13. I said, nah, it's too easy. I don't want to do it. It's not. And crowd work comes, for me, it's got to be in the moment. It's got to be like they just put up a clip of me doing, like I put up clips and specials and this and that. They put up one clip of me doing crowd work, and it's at over 700,000 views.
Yeah.
You know, the material now, I put up a bit, maybe 20,000, maybe 15, maybe 30. This got 700,000. And all I did was call some lady a fucking deaf old hag.
I mean, it's pretty good.
Huh?
I mean, yeah.
But
it doesn't have to be the most substantive sometimes to hit.
Listen, I know I can do crowd work. Well, Big J Okerson's great at crowd work. Othello's great at crowd work. Bonnie's great. Bobby's great at crowd work. There's a lot of comics that are great at crowd work, that are really good at it. You know,
right, but it like kind of cheapens the whole thing, though. When everybody's doing it on social media, it makes it seem like it's easy when it's a skill that you've honed for like decades.
Yeah, everyone's a roast master now.
Yeah, but the thing is, if people come to see them and they're not good, they're not good.
Yeah, I guess it
You
gets
know, you're good or not good. You know, someone I put up this clip and someone wrote, "I can't believe you do crowd work, no material, whatever." And I answered this comment. I go, "I did 70 minutes that night. You saw 30 seconds."
Yeah, right.
He judged what I did. And he wrote, "Sorry." He didn't even fight me. He went, "Sorry."
Got me.
All right, we got a question in from.
Go ahead, do a question.
We wrap it up. Comedy is about mocking tragedy. Young people are so out of touch with the real. Is there any hope for young comedians?
Young comedians haven't made if they're speaking what young people want to hear. If they're, I mean, by the time they get 10 years in the business, or 12 when they get good, or maybe some 6 or 7, who knows where the business will be by then anyhow. But, if you're there, if you're going for that audience and you're young, that's great. It's great because so many young people now are on YouTube, on TikTok, Instagram. When I did, excuse me, Tough Crowd or Last Comic Standing or O&M or any of those shows, if there was TikTok then or YouTube, I'd be in a fucking castle right now. If we had that. So everything goes in cycles, and if you're a young comic and you're funny and you keep writing material and getting on stage, you got it made.
RichVos.com for Rich's tour dates. Again, he'll be at the Arlington Cinema Draft House early August, right outside of Washington, D.C. He's got upcoming dates in Vegas, Freehold, New Jersey, Boston, and Phoenix. And, of course, check out his podcast, My Wife Hates Me, that he does with his wife, Bonnie McFarland. And check out his new comedy special, 30 Minutes with Rich Vos, right here on YouTube. And you got an Emmy right there.
No, that's Bonnie's Emmy. That's not my Emmy.
That's Bonnie's Emmy.
Yeah, that's Bonnie's Emmy.
What's that from?
The Emmy from writing, head writer on an award show.
Oh, okay, that's awesome.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah, pretty cool. She's fucking great, man.
Dude, the bit about you describing her feet for like 5 minutes straight was oh my God. You guys have to watch the special. I was fucking rolling on the floor laughing. That's so funny, dude. Did she get pissed off at that shit? Did she?
I mean, she trashes me and says shit and that I'm dumb and whatever.
Yeah.
You can hide your feet. I can't hide my dumbness.
Yeah, I can sympathize with that. well, I mean, we're completely honored to have you for so much time, Rich, and thank you so much for joining IDM. It doesn't matter. I know it's a waste of time for you.
No, it was fun. I liked it. It was fun. I have a question though. I think my granddaughter, she's 2. Should I worry about what she's going to wear to her prom?
Jesus Christ.
That's so
stupid, dude.
I'm more about clothing now for her prom.
gonna kill himself.
Shoot yourself in the head.
I got the yeah.
Oh shit! Oh fuck yeah! Yeah.
I got to go put that date on my calendar. I think it's on my calendar.
Yeah, text Valdez, he'll tell you.
All right. Well, listen, come to the Draft House in August. Thank you for having me.
Hell yeah,
Rich,
man.
always a
How
pleasure.
nice
the time.
My studio. Doesn't it look good?
It does look
I
good.
think it looks pretty classy.
I feel like you got a microphone now. I've heard you.
Yeah, I see it in the corner right there.
Yeah.
Oh, my mic?
Yeah, it's set up. It sounds like it's working.
Yeah, 'cause we're doing our podcast tomorrow morning. Obviously not as big as this. You know, in our mansion. Okay. Anyhow, let's fucking smash you fucking idiots for an hour.
And we got one
I
more
love
question. Would Rich do a residency in Vegas, or would he prefer to tour?
I would love to do a residency in Vegas. You know, like Ralphie had the best. He had Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Ralphie May.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, he had Thursday, Friday, Saturday. If I had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, fly home Sunday, stay
Golf.
home Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, go back Thursday. That would be a fucking dream. I would do that in a second.
Yeah.
Shooting craps, playing golf. Oh,
There's good courses out there too, right?
yes. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yes. Second.
Oh yeah.
They have good courses. Oh, really? In the biggest resort area?
Well, I mean, it's a fucking desert. I mean, come on.
Yes,
All right.
it's everybody's fucking pussy, but it's still nice.
It's killing me tonight, dude.
Look at you
All
fucking.
right, guys, check
All
out the
right.
special.
Yeah,
Check him out when he's here in town. We can't wait to see him. And thanks so
RichVos.com
much
for his
the time,
tour
man. We
dates.
appreciate
Thank you
it.
so much.
Listen, if you're really depressed, I hope don't do anything stupid. You know what I mean?
Who, me?
Yeah, like
No,
another.
I'm good, man. I got kids. I can't be selfish and off my. I wish I could, but I can't.
Why was it that bad? You don't have to tell me.
No, I'm just exaggerating. It was fine. I'm fine. This guy's life sucks. I don't know why he's like shitting on me. His life is terrible. Again, micro penis motherfucker.
Who has a worse life, you or the guy that looks like a scallop? Looks like a fucking plate of mashed potatoes. Fucking. Fucking Michael Chiklis or whatever his name is. What's that guy's name?
Yeah, from the Shield. Yeah.
If he had fucking a disease, it would be you. Fucking Chiklis.
Chickless. There's another shirt right there.
Oh,
Rich
man.
Vos, thank you so much. You're a fucking legend, man. We love you, dude. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man.
All right, bye.
Oh my god, dude.
God, dude.
Jesus
Dick-
Christ.
You with Dickless Chickless on the way out is so fucking good.
God damn, dude. My fucking terrible streak continues.
Oh my god! I wasn't trying to play it up, but oh damn. I
No,
mean,
it's all good, man. At least one of us.
he
is
picked
good.
up on it before I could.
Dude, I don't know what's getting into me, but it's not about me. That was great. That was awesome.
Yeah, Rich Vos fucking rules again.
Cool. I think
RichVos.com for his tour
a
dates.
ton of like funny little segments that we can pull.
Oh
from
yeah,
them.
I think we should do like a. I want to say we should do like a highlight reel or something like that we can like post on YouTube and then maybe use that to push people to the Patreon. But I mean, yeah, there were so many great cuts in there.
I mean, the opening zing. It was a little stale at first because I think you and I were trying to like feel out what it was going to be like. Ron
Yeah.
Mexico even said, "Loosen up, boys."
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Then when Rich said if he was playing at congressional, he would go back on Elliot.
Yeah. Well, he
that
was
a good
saying
thing.
he was saying if Ellie could get him back or get him on congressional, he would go back to his show over the Junkies. is what
All
he
right,
was
well, you know, all right, fuck off, dude.
I'm not piling on, dude. Calm
It's all
down.
good, dude.
It's fine. We made it. We made it to the finish line. We didn't completely fuck it up. I mean,
And dude, he was having fun. He didn't want to get off.
I mean, I think he wanted to get off.
No, dude, we gave him an out, and he said, I got 5 more minutes.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he did stick
When
around
we,
for
when
a
we
full
gave
fucking
Lurch
hour.
the out, he was like, all right, yeah.
Yeah, all right, I gotta go. See ya. Bye.
Yeah. No, that was awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was telling you before the show today, the interview, I was like, I don't know why, but this is like the first interview that I'm not really nervous about. You know what's interesting is like when we were doing the CNO show and we were at the radio station, I would fucking stress the fuck out, dude. I would read people's Wikipedia pages, I would read articles, like I would write out questions and shit. And now I'm just like, let me just try to have like a normal conversation and just see where shit takes us.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, dude, I think a huge part of it is the fact that we've been listening to Rich and going to see his shows for so long. Like there was like this disarming feeling involved in that whole thing.
Yeah.
It was like, I mean, we've even spoken to him a number of times over the years, just not in like an interview setting. But
yeah, that's why I wanted to play those videos early on. Is I wanted him to see like we get sized. We're not just like
that was smart
booking him because he has followers or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. That was smart. I don't know. We can only fuck this thing up even further from here. So let's get the fuck out of here. But we appreciate you guys tuning in. We've been trying to get Rich Vos on the show for, again, a solid 5 months. So
finally happened.
I don't know. Like everything, we let the dogs decide whether it was good or bad. It's not on us. It's on you guys. So you guys decide. But we really appreciated it. And it was an honor for us.
Hell yeah. All right, cool, man.
We'll see you guys on Friday. And hopefully Othello can, take a full 3 fucking days to recover. I don't know what it's going to take at this point, but we're over a weekend to him just being completely depleted of confidence.
I've lost it, dude. I fucking lost
it's gone, dude. Your mojo is fucking out of here.
Yeah. My mojo.
It's fucking gone.
You know what I think I need? I need a good like 20 minutes to talk about like some old aging porn star.
Yeah. We just need to chill, dude. Just gotta fucking chill. Yeah. Talk about like your blood vessels getting bigger in your penis.
God, Ron Mexico, you're right. That shit went over my head completely.
Ron Mexico said when Othello said he was Muslim and his vagina was Jewish, and Vos asked if they fight over bed space.
Oh man, dude, what a good joke that I just fucking completely no-sold. Jesus fucking Christ. Fuck, dude.
The hits keep on coming, dude. Fuck. We gotta dig you out of this. We gotta start. I gotta start building you up and send you like nice little gay ass compliments, like throughout the day that I totally don't mean, but I just need to boost your spirits a little bit.
No, I'm telling you, I need a good. Give me a half hour to talk about Gianna Michaels, or like or Alexis Texas, and no, I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna take, but Thanks for bearing with us, and thanks for dealing with
bearing with us.
Yeah, I don't speak English.
We appreciate you guys bearing with us.
Yeah, thank you.
Thought it went well, but that's fine. That's a take too.
Yeah. Thanks for Grantsville Jonesing with us. We appreciate it. That's a joke, just for short.
Get the fuck out of here.
What am I doing? All right, we love you guys.
We'll see you guys Friday.
Peace.
Yo, assalamu alaikum, my niggas. What's good?